Hi all. So today I will show you how you can ingest the data to DataDog using OpenTelemetry. Okay, so let's understand that observability has a three pillar, which you can ingest the data, which is your metrics, trace, and logs. Okay, so only APM data, APM related data you can send to any platform using OpenTelemetry. OpenTelemetry. Okay. You cannot send infrastructure data. Yeah, you cannot send real user monitoring data. Okay. Only APM related information which you can send to your Datadog. Okay. So data you can send to any platform, which is you can say, which is Datadog, yeah, Dynatrace, yeah, yeah, Neural Lake, any tools, right? Which is the major observability tools you have. So yeah, Splunk, Cloud Observability, you can send. Okay. So let's understand that how you can do that. Okay. So in OpenTelemetry, we have two components. One is SDK. SDK, which is used to call Software Development Kit. Software Development Kit. Development Kit. And second one is OpenTelemetry Collector. Metry Collector. Okay. So we have only two. So this SDK, right? SDK is a technology base. If it is your Java, you need to instrument Java SDK. If you're .NET, Node.js, we have that, right? So they do have that SDK based on the technology. You can open temperature collector is a component. Is a component. Okay, which you have to install to be installed on dedicated machine, dedicated server. Okay. So let's do that, okay? So how you can do that? So what I'm gonna do is, already I have taken a Datadog SaaS trial, okay? I'm gonna create one server, launch one instance, okay? So I'm giving application name pet clinic, imagine Linux. I'm taking server sizes to virtual CPU, 4 GB of RAM. Key pair, I can take easy trade, existing security group, default, 70 GB of space, launch. Give me a second. Let them launch. So one server is launched. Okay. So now I can log into the server. I'm going with EC2 connect. Okay. It will open in your browser itself. Otherwise, again, I have to go with the command terminal, all those things. Okay. Sudo space su gem update -y. Let me install Java. So install Java on Imagine Linux. So Java 17 we need to install. So this is the command. Yes. Configure the Java in Java C. Configure the Java in Java C. Done. Yum install git now. Let's download GitHub Spring Pet Clinic. It is a Java-based project, okay, which is available publicly. So I'm downloading this on my target server. So Git I already have installed. So Git clone and paste that. ls so is installed. So cd Spring Pet Clinic ls. We have Maven. So with the help of Maven या Gradle, you can do the packaging. So what I have to do is I have to install the Maven first. So yum install Maven -y. Okay, so cd Spring Pet Clinic /Maven package. So it will take 4 to 5 minutes to get the jar file. Let me create one more VM, which another things will be doing, which is with the help of OpenTelemetry collector. So collector server, Amazon Linux, virtual CPU 4 GB of RAM, EG trade, default, 50 GB of space, launch. So another server also I have created. We'll be using later. First we'll doing via agent base. So let them convert into the package. So meanwhile, I'll see the architecture how it would be. So delete this. So let's understand the architecture. Suppose this is your server. Okay, where your application is deployed. Okay, so here we have pet clinic. Okay, now another thing is This is your Datadog platform, which is your SaaS running on. This is your Datadog platform. This is your Datadog platform. Okay. Now I want to send the data to here. So first thing, what I have to do is here in this server, I have to install one agent. This guy is your Datadog agent. This guy is a Datadog agent. Okay. So first I have to install the Datadog agent. I'm not going to enable APM part. Okay. But I have to install the Datadog agent. In agent has main file, which is your datadog.yml file. In that file, there is a configuration for OpenTelemetry. In the OpenTelemetry section, I have to add two protocols. One is HTTPS and one is gRPS. So both are working on port 4317. 4317 is gRPC and 4318 is HTTP. This is HTTP protocol and this is your gRPC protocol. This is a remote procedure call and this is your HTTP, this is your API call. Okay, so I have to enable those things in Datadog YAML file. Okay, once you added, then there is another agent which is another agent. This guy is a hotel SDK. Hotel SDK. With the help of Hotel SDK, I have to download Hotel SDK from the GitHub, Datadog portal, Datadog document page. You'll redirect to that page, okay, where you can download Hotel SDK based on the technology. This is your based on technology. Based on technology. It could be Java, Python, it could be Ruby, it could be Rust, it could be C++. C, it could be anything, okay? So based on the technology, and I have to start my application. Once you have downloaded the SDK, you have to start your application. Start your application along with hotel arguments. It could be a HTTP, it could be gRPC, anything, okay? So both I will show you that, okay? So HTTP means your API, Datadog API, okay, should be metrics, traces, and logs in different, okay? gRPC, you can combine that, okay? Combine all the signals and you can send the data. Okay, so let's see how this is your Datadog architecture. Once you run this, it will send the data from here to here. So from the Datadog side, what is required? Only thing it is required, which is your Datadog URL, which is your Datadog hq.com, and also required API key, not application key, API key. Okay, so these two things are required. Okay, In the YAML file, we need to insert that. Okay. So let's see whether package has been built. So let's first test that. ls cd target ls. I'm not running in the background mode. I'm running in the foreground mode because again, I have to kill those applications. Right? So java-jar and application.jar. So a Spring Pet Clinic, a snapshot.jar. If you run this, and if you go to your Pet Clinic application, copy this public IP. Already I have downloaded, so this I can close this. Colon 8080. So it is running. It is application is running successfully. Now what I have to do is first on my target server, I have to install Datadog agent. So I have closed this terminal because it's running in the foreground. So I cannot do anything. So I have to terminate the application and I have to install Datadog agent. So I'll go integration, install agent, take on Linux platform. Okay. Select the API key, choose your environment. I'm taking staging. Select your API key. So API key I have taken. This is my API key. I'll copy this. I'll go to my server, cd double dot, cd double dot. I'm coming back to home screen and I'm running this. Okay. So copy this. And run this. Check the status. A Datadog agent is running. Okay. So cd slash etc slash Datadog agent ls. There is a Datadog YAML file. I'll open this Datadog YAML file. And if you go slash search it, open telemetry. Okay. Slash hotel. So you see, right? This will end for log. You see, right? OTLP. This is for metrics, for log. This is for trace. You see OpenTelemetry configuration. You see OpenTelemetry configuration. Okay. So what I have to do is enter insert mode. What I can do is I can add this part, paste it. So what I have done is OTLP gRPC 4317 HTTP 431 byte metric enabled true, log enabled true, APM enabled true. Okay, I have that's it. Okay, escape colon WQ exclamation mark. I have saved it. Now I have to restart the Datadog agent. So let me stop first. Let me start first. Check the status, whether your Datadog agent is running. If not running, then definitely there will be a configuration to what I added in the YAML file. So my agent is running. Now what I can do is I need to download Hotel SDK. Okay, so just a minute. So you can see, right, OpenTelemetry Java agent jar file I have downloaded. Okay, so this is my jar file. Okay, which I have downloaded from the GitHub. I'm not downloaded from this doc. Somewhere it will be linked from where to download. Okay, so I have downloaded this jar file, OpenTelemetry Java agent jar. Now what I have to do is I have to check whether port is open or not. Okay, so what is the command is to check whether port is open or not. Sudo ss hyphen ltnp egrp g adp colon 4317 5 4318. Close this, check that. So I'm listening that port is open. Now what I have to do is I have to run with. So API key which I have created, which is your API key. If I go here, this is my hotel API key. Okay. So what I can run this. Okay. I will go to my server and run this. So what I have taken Java agent path, OpenTelemetry hyphen Java agent.jar, service name pet click, environment I have given the prod, service origin is this. Okay, and localhost. So because my application is running on my local host, I can give the local host. Yeah, I can give my server IP. You see, right? 4318 trace, 4318 metric, 4318 logs. Because I have taken the HTTP protocol. And what is this protobuf is the protocol, okay, which you can take the data, convert in your simple text format, yeah, JSON format, and send it to your platform. Okay, so that is your protocol. And I'm running this. So check whether my application is loading. So it is not loading, let them run. Now you see my application got started. Let me generate some traffic. Find owner. edit owner. So here I'm putting Ravi, last name is Ranjan, address is Bangalore, city is Whitefield, telephone number this, and pet name is .2, date of birth 25/08/2023. You can select the top. I have added. Let's go to your DataDog service. Environment I have selected prod, right? You see, data came. So you remember last time when we are doing enabling APM monitoring, right? So APM monitoring, when you are doing, you are installing the what you are installing. When you are doing the adding component in the host page, you are adding the Datadog library, which is your Datadog tracer. In spite of that, what I did is I took as a OpenTelemetry Java jet, and then I ran with application argument. Okay. So I have not used this. I have used my OpenTelemetry SDK. Okay. So this is the one way you can ingest your data to your Datadog. Okay. Now, suppose in spite of having all the because we have taken the HTTP, so you might have seen this command, right? Metrics is different API, log is different API, trace is different API, right? If you go with the gRPC protocol, then you need to combine all the signal, metrics, traces, and log in one sort, and you can send that. Okay. So if it is a gRPC, so I'm terminating this again because I am not running the background. Okay. Even you can add the IP also. So this is my Petkalic IP. So let me add it. And run this. So now you see my application is not running. You hit this, my application is not running. Now let's go to this, and I can run this. So what I have done is I have added my IP. So this is my IP. 98.81.116.248.4318. So you have combined. So when we'll be using HTTP, because if you want to segregate the data, you want to send only metrics, yeah, only trace, all those things. In that case, you can go with the HTTP. If you wanted to send all the data, metrics, traces, and log, and you wanted to combine to send it to one platform, then gRPC is more good, sufficient because gRPC combine all the signal. So I'm running this and check whether my application is loading. Okay, my application is getting started. Got started. Let me do this. USA, add this, add that. But this time, I have taken as an environment demo because you see that when I ran this, right? environment taken I have taken as a demo. So now environment prod, if you go to the demo, you can see the data. No data. Reload it. No. Still data not came. Let's generate some traffic. Because agent is running as a prod environment, so might be a tag issue. But let me see. I have generated some traffic. Still, I don't see. But pet clinic, it is there, but it should not be. It should be demo because I ran with demo. Because during the agent installation, we have taken as an environment prod. I'm trying to deploy as a demo, so might be a tag issue. So let me do one thing. Okay, understood that. Okay, Control C terminated. Application not running. Let me copy the IP and change it. You see this. It was my mistake. Okay. You see this. I have second OpenTelemetry jar, environment prod, service version this, and IP this, and I have taken only one endpoint and protocol gRPC. Okay. Now let's see. So my application got started. You see the timing. Based on that, we can understand the data. Find owner, APM-DT, address India, PT Bangalore. Okay. Valid. Added. Let's see. Environment prod, pet clinic, and you see the data so that you can understand that when the data was being captured. What is the time? 11:49, 11:50. You see the data is coming. You see that? You go to your service page, you see all the transactions. You click here, you can get the pet clinic, you have database, all those things. Okay, so this is the way you can do that. So this is both the protocol you understood that HTTP and gRPC. Now we have not used OpenTelemetry connector. Okay. We are using only HTTP protocol, gRPC HTTP protocol, okay, and sending a data via API. Now, when you'll be using OpenTelemetry collector. So now what I can do is I can terminate this. So now my application is done. Now what I can do is let me connect to my hotel collector. EC2 user. This is my OpenTelemetry. So first I need to download the collector and install it and run it. So sudo space su yum update -y. Okay. So I'm downloading this collector. Okay. So this my collector got downloaded. Tar hyphen xvzf hyphen xvzf hotel. So let me uninstall it. ls. So you have vi hotel hyphen create one YAML file. Collector hyphen config dot YAML file. Okay. So you can do that. Okay. Insert mode. In the hotel configuration file, you need to add these things. Okay. Which required your DataDog API key. Okay. What is my API key? So I will go here, user API key. Okay, create one API key. Open telemetry. This is my API key. I'll go to my server, paste it. In URL, we can keep datadoghq.com. If it is Euro, US, US5, US1, US3, okay, this kind of things, you can update that. Okay, so datadoghq.com is sufficient, okay? Now, escape colon WQ explanation. Done. Now, I need to start my application. Start my hotel collector. So dot slash hotel collector hyphen config hyphen config hotel collector hyphen config dot YAML. It is running. It is running in the foreground. It is not running in the background. Okay. If you run with no hub command, yes, this service file you can run in the background. Now, what I can do is I can, once it is done, now I will go to my application server. This is my application server. I have to start with my application with hotel collector. So this is my collector server. This is my hotel server, application server. So I have to run Java agent part, OpenTelemetry jar. Service name, I have given the ABC so that you can understand that. Hotel resource environment, I have given the, let's take as a prod only. Let's take as a demo only. Okay, and run this. So my application got started. Just check this. So my application got started. Service name I have given different. In demo environment I have given different. So it will take little time. Find owner, edit owner, add new pet. Okay, A B C 23022021. Bird. Let's go to your service. Demo I have taken. You see, it is coming as a pet clinic only. You see, the data. What is the time? 11:58. It's the existing data. This is not a correct data. I should have a service name, which is your ABC. Eleven 25, 11:50. I can see the data. Refresh the page. Still, I'm seeing performance, liability, demo. I can see this is of 15 hours ago. Not this, 19 minutes ago. Wait. Still data not yet came. There's an error also. Let me generate some more traffic. You see, now it is coming. This takes time little bit. Okay. If you go to your service page and you go to your traces, you can get all the information. See, service name is ABC. You are getting the information. Okay. So this is the way you can send your data via OpenTelemetry collector. So what is happening is first sending a data to your OpenTelemetry collector. Collector is receiving the data and via the protocol is sending your data to Datadog platform. So now whatever the agent you have installed, or whatever things you have done, right, that is not needed. Okay. So whenever you are sending a data via OpenTelemetry collector, then Datadog agent is not needed because we have not done anything, right? So that way you can able to send the data via OpenTelemetry collector and via APIs. Okay, so whatever the in the Datadog YAML file we did the change, right? APM enabled to OpenTelemetry gRPC, that is not needed because you are sending a data directly via OpenTelemetry to your collector, and collector is getting the data in the Datadog platform with the help of APIs. Okay, so this is the way you can able to ingest your data to Datadog using OpenTelemetry. Okay, and it is very robust. Okay, it is not like, and I ran the application, all those things in the foreground mode. Okay, not in the background. In the background, either you can write a no-op command, or you can write as a satisfied, yeah, some SSS script, and then you can do that. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. Hope you understood that. Is that clear?